This is the post-lab wrap-up for the atomic coatings experiment. You're going to do post-lab questions 1 through 5, skip number 6, do number 7, and then improvements and conclusion. What follows is the step-by-step process I'd like you to use while you're doing the post-lab for this experiment. Notice that I've labeled the post-lab question and then titled what I'm solving for. So in this first part, we're solving for the mass of zinc coating, and to do that we take the mass of the zinc and the metal prior to the reaction minus the mass after the reaction when the zinc coating is gone. So my sample data here shows for my first trial that I had a mass of 3.28 grams before the reaction started and then a mass of 3.08 grams after, so my result would be 0.20 grams. You're going to repeat this underneath with trial number 2 with your data as well. So I'm using sample data, use your numbers instead. For all of the equations that I'm going to do with you on here, I'm just going to do trial 1, but you'll need to repeat this for trial 1 and trial number 2 for your data. Post-lab question number 2 asks you to solve for the volume of zinc that was coating this metal. So you'll use the density equation rearranged to solve for volume. And here I've shown trial 1 with my data from before. The mass is 0.20 grams. I'm going to divide that by the density, and that will give me 0.028 cubic centimeters for the volume of zinc. Post-lab question number 3 has you find the volume of zinc coating per side. Since the coating was present on both sides of the iron, you need to divide the volume you solved for in question number 2 by the number 2 to figure out the volume per side. So for my data, trial 1, I had a volume of 0.014 cubic centimeters per side. Post-lab question number 4 has you rearrange this equation to try to find the height of a regular solid. And the reason why we're doing this for a rectangular solid, the reason why we're doing this is because we're trying to find the thickness of the metal, of the coating. The end of this question says, check with the teacher before solving. Well, here it is solved for you. So you can move on to question number 5. Post-lab question number 5 has you solve the equation that you rearranged in number 4 for the thickness of the zinc coating per side of the galvanized iron. So what you do here is you substitute the known values for the volume per side, and that goes in the top of this equation, that is your volume, and then you divide that by the dimensions of your metal sample that you measured with the ruler. Post-lab question number 7 has you determine the number of layers of zinc atoms present. So to do this, you take the thickness of zinc per side and divide it by the diameter of a zinc atom. And I have my data here for trial number 1, so 0.0013 centimeters divided by the diameter of a zinc atom, which is defined as 2.7 times 10 to the negative 8 centimeters. So for my particular trial here, I had 4.8 times 10 to the 4th layers of zinc. And the final 2 sections of the lab report are the improvements and conclusion sections. Remember to write in the third person, and in the improvement section, state what could be changed that the experimenter, that's you, had control over, which is kind of tricky to do when you're writing in third person, but that's what you need to do. And then the conclusion, state what was learned, reflecting the initial purpose statement. Somewhere in there you should state how many layers of zinc atoms you found on your metal sample pieces. That's it. Thanks for watching.